Imagine this, the restaurant hums with gentle chatter, forks clink against plates, and just as the camera opens on a warm, golden-lit scene, a tiny voice breaks through the noisy soft, trembling, but powerful enough to pull anyone's heart straight into the moment. A broken bar can I share with them? If you're watching this right now, trust me, what happens next will stay with you long after this video ends. And if you love stories that remind you of the goodness still left in the world, make sure to like this video and subscribe, because a broken bar, this one is going to touch your soul. The voice belongs to Lilia, 8 years old, the daughter of a man whose tailored suit alone could feed a family for weeks. Daniel Reed, a millionaire, a man who built his empire from the ground up, who believed that money could fix anything as long as you applied enough of it. The kind of man who never looked back once he started climbing. They're sitting in a cozy restaurant Daniel chose for its quiet atmosphere. He barely glances up from the business messages flashing across his phone screen. Deals, numbers, schedules, everything organized, calculated, predictable. But Lily isn't looking at him. She's staring at the table beside them. A single mom sits there, maybe early 30s, her hair tied in a messy bun, dark circles beneath her eyes. Her name is Sarah. Across from her sits her son, maybe 5, wearing a faded superhero t-shirt that's slightly too small. On their table, 2 plates, one half empty, one untouched. But what stands out isn't what's there, it's what's missing. Sarah quietly slides her own plate closer to her son. You eat, sweetheart, she says softly. I'm not hungry. Anyone can see she's lying, but she smiles bravely anyway. Lily watches the scene with her eyebrows pressed together, her tiny legs swinging beneath her chair. She has always been observant, too observant. Daniel sometimes thinks, the world is sharp for children who see more than they understand. A broken bar, she repeats, tugging his sleeve. Can I share with them? They don't have enough. Daniel sighs, still not looking up. We can't help everyone, Lily, but we can help someone, she whispers. And there it is, the moment that shakes the ground beneath his routine-driven life. He finally looks up. He sees Sarah pretending her stomach isn't growling. Sees the little boy smiling through hunger. Sees Lily watching them with the heartbreak she's too young to carry. Something twists inside him. Something he hasn't felt in a long time. Conscience. He watches as Lily slides out of her chair, her small hands clutching her plate loaded with food. Lily, wait, he calls, but she's already standing beside the little boy, her bright smile gently warming the air. You can share with me, she says shyly. The boy looks up, surprised. Mom's not. I have extra, Lily interrupts gently. And Daddy always says sharing is good, even if he forgets to do it sometimes. Sarah's eyes widen, embarrassment and gratitude flooding her expression at once. Sweetheart, you don't have to. But then Daniel stands up, and for the first time in years, he isn't thinking about meetings or deadlines or profit margins. He's thinking about Lily, about the way her heart naturally bends toward people, about the kind of person he wants her to grow into, about the type of father he wants to be. He walks over, clears his throat awkwardly, and says, why don't we broken bar sit together? If that's okay with you. Sarah hesitates, glancing at her son. Are you sure? We don't want to intrude. You're not intruding, Daniel says. Sometime as a broken bar we all need a little company. It's a simple sentence, but for him, it's a beginning. They push the tables together. Lily happily shares her fries. Daniel orders 2 more meals, pretending it's no big deal. But everyone at the table feels the shift, like something in the world has clicked softly into place. As they eat, Sarah tells them her story. Her husband left when her son was still a baby. She works 2 jobs, always juggling rent, daycare, bills. Some days she succeeds, some days she doesn't. Daniel really listens for the first time in years. Somewhere between her quiet strength and her son's shy laughter, he feels something he hasn't felt since he was a much younger man, chasing dreams instead of drowning in them. Humanity. He realizes he's spent years building a life so big, so high, that he forgot to look down and see who might need a hand. After the meal, As they walk out together, Daniel notices the boy staring longingly at a small toy car displayed in the restaurant's souvenir corner. Not a big thing, not expensive, just something a child might love. Daniel kneels beside him. "Which one's your favorite?" The boy points timidly. Daniel buys it. Sarah tries to refuse. He insists gently. The boy clutches the toy to his chest like it's treasure. When they part ways, Sarah hugs Lily softly. "Thank you," she whispers. "You made our day." But the truth is, a broken bar. Lily made Daniel's day. As they walk to the car, he picks her up, something he hasn't done in months. She wraps her arms around his neck. "Content, Dad?" she murmurs. "Yeah, did we do a good thing today?" Daniel closes his eyes. The best. That night, after Lily falls asleep, he sits alone in his living room, silent, thoughtful. He cancels a meeting he suddenly realizes he doesn't need to attend. Instead, he writes an email to his company requesting a new charity initiative, a fund for single parents, a program to help people like Sarah.